welcome to our course. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to talk through the syllabus and for our course, BIO409, 509. And so after I do this, I'm going to insert a video link here to YouTube where I'm just talking through the video and talking through the syllabus. And of course, it's really important, but I'm not going to talk about it in class because I'm going to have it here with the syllabus. And anytime you have any questions about the syllabus, you can start by looking at this video. Okay, so I'm Dave Champlin, and the best way to contact me is by email. I have office hours every week, but I have lots more time during the week than office hours to meet with you. Consequently, I don't sit around at my office hours. I'm available then, but the best thing to do is to send me an email, say you'd like to meet with me. I get a lot of emails, so, suggest some times you could meet that are, at least like a couple of days, a day or two ahead of when you send me the email, and we'll plan a time to meet. And, it looks like Monday mornings, Wednesday mornings, middle of the day, Tuesday and Thursday, and then Friday afternoons are all kind of the best times for me to meet this semester. And but other times are possible too. And so that's that. And I'm happy to meet with you about our course. I've been a professor a long time at USM, so I'm really happy to meet with you about, talking about your other courses, talking about your plan to graduate, and then especially talking about opportunities, internships, and experiences like that you can get hands-on. It's just a fantastic setting. USM is on campus and in the surrounding area, just an ideal setting for being a student. And college, and really strengthening your college degree. And so I really like to talk about that with students because I have the experience to talk about it, but also because it's really worth your time to talk about it. And so you'll see there's some tech that we use, and this is just tech that can fail, and I don't have multiple laptops and so forth. So if the tech fails, we'll have to make adjustments. And then we'll be using Brightspace, and so the syllabus will be on Brightspace, and you'll see lots and lots of stuff will get put on Brightspace. And we'll talk about that. Okay, so here's a course description. I won't talk through it, but I'll just mention that, and we'll talk plenty about it in class. I'm a molecular biologist. That's my passion, and I have been focused on that since I was second year in college. I just love molecular biology, so we'll talk about what that is and why I like it so much. And then cell and molecular biology go hand in hand. They're actually two different topics traditionally in biology that it could have been taught in two different classes, but they are always blended together like this, and yet they're somewhat distinct. And so we'll rank through that. Mostly our course is about molecular biology. And molecular biology, I should just mention, is a combination of genetics and biochemistry. So, some of the initial molecular biologists were Watson and Crick when they discovered the structure of DNA. So the biochemical structure of DNA, and then, its role in playing, the primary heritable molecule in all cells on our planet, right? So a big role in genetics of DNA, central role in genetics. So it's really exciting, and lots and lots of discoveries have been made over the years, and that makes our course it's a really hard course just because there's so many things to talk about. Here's our textbook. You want to get the 9th edition. We're going to use that. There'll be some questions on the exam that are from the textbook. You definitely need to have the textbook. And then course format. So this is something you want to read carefully because there's a good chance that you haven't experienced this before. And so I have this that's called participation. It's probably different than what you think. You're not asked to ask questions. I'll hope you ask a lot of questions. But instead, what happens is I'm going to record every class meeting and put it on YouTube. And you either have to be in class, this is what we mean by participation, either you need to be present in class and sign the attendance sheet, or within a week of that class, you need to send me pictures of notes that you took by going through the recording. So I'm just going to keep it simple here, just so you're introduced to that. And if you don't do that at a high frequency, it's described here, you could just get a lower grade for your final grade. This is not a thing you get graded on. It's just a requirement for the course. And the next thing is it's an in-person course. You have to try to attend. And it's described here. Yeah, you'll miss some classes. If you do, you have to participate still. But if you miss a lot, your final grade could be lower like that, right? And there might be something like, people are still struggling with COVID and now, plenty of other diseases like that, infectious disease and all kinds of stuff. And so if you run into something like that, let me know that you're struggling with attendance, and participation before the end of the semester, so we can solve it. Because if you are sick, this is a system for you to be able to keep up in the course. And if you have to delay it because there's a big issue, well, you'll still be able to finish our course, right? So there's a lot going on here. I'm going to keep it simple here, but it's just a fact that this is a requirement for the course. You won't get extra credit or any points for doing this. You just have to participate. And there's a lot of reasons why I do it this way. Okay, so on with this. So we're going to have 3 exams and some quizzes and assignments. Those are going to be the percentage of your final grade. And you can see the requirements go up as we go through. So I'm hoping that you can do better and better as we go through our course. And there's a way to convert the grades to letter grades, and you'll learn more about that as we go through our course. But the key thing is you'll always understand where you are for a grade in our course. If you have any confusion or question about that any time in the semester, just let me know. Then this is just a brief thing that we do once we get started in the course. Every class meeting, we'll have this final exam. It's going to cover the whole course. It's going to be worth a little bit more than the others. All the exams are going to be the same format. So we're going to have a total of 4 exams. They're all going to be the same format. They're going to be 50 short answer questions. This is the kind of course where sort of a flashcard mentality is good, and then you just have to memorize the answers. You can't, hope to find them by citing them on, a multiple choice question. So that makes it hard because you really have to understand it and be able to say it, accurately for, all these 2-point questions on the exams. And we've got dates for our exams like that. I don't set up the topics in this course, through the list of the, read chapter 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll start with chapter 1, and then we actually go to chapter 7. And that's why I don't know what the pace will be, even though I taught a course a bunch of times. We shift it around each semester with topics covered and, focus on certain different things like that. So then we have a final exam, at the end, shows that already. And then we have this participation attendance requirement, class cancellation. If there's something like that, I just make a recording and share that on YouTube. And then, you're welcome to use devices in the classroom. They won't bother me, but be sensitive to your classmates, So if you're shopping or whatever on your laptop, sit in the back so, other students don't get distracted by your screen and so forth like that, okay? And then, there are lots of important services that your tuition is paying for. And so, be aware that there's lots and lots of support, and I can help guide you to that. But there's a 2D barcode, and you can look and find some of that. But again, super supportive of student success here, and lots of resources to help you out. Okay, and so actually that's it. We're all set with this, and we're moving on. Welcome again. Very excited to teach this course. Oh yeah, this is a great course, and so welcome.